What's going on, everybody? This is Al from PlaybookGamer.com. And in the last Dynasty video, we took on New Mexico State, another pass-happy team. And as you can tell by the box score, we had no issues whatsoever. Our offense played much better in this game than they did against Louisiana Tech, and our defense is clicking on all cylinders. It should by now. We got a lot of talent on the team, and especially on that side of the ball. And hopefully we can continue this because we are number 3 in the country. We're 6-0. And today we're taking on 5-1 San Jose State. They got C+ talent, so we got more talent than they do, but they're winning ball games like we are. And it looks like their defense is what's really stepping up, and we're going to test that today. But they're running West Coast offense, 4-3 defense, and if you remember from last season, they gave us all kinds of fits. And now we are on the road taking them on. So it should be quite interesting, and hopefully we'll play a good, clean football game and get another win. So let's get out of here. Now, recruiting is getting even more interesting. You know, at the very beginning, we were going after 3 guys, and we ended up getting commitments from those 3. Adam Hawkins, Josh Wilson, and John Cooper, with Wilson being the latest commitment from the last video. Well, now we're going after 2 other guys. There were still 2 guys right here. Michael Ralph was another guy who still had his top 8. He can never narrow it down to his top 5. It looks like we still may have a chance here. We put enough points on him. I think it's going to help us a little bit, but we're still dead last, which is expected because we never recruited them up to this point because we were too busy recruiting the 2 or 3 guys that we really wanted. Now, we can go right back here, and we do have a positive pitch for the strong safety. So I still think there may be a chance here, but he may narrow down his top 5 and we'll be out of it, which is fine. Well, our other 50 points is on this guy right here, outside linebacker Clint Hall. Looks like a cerebral stud. Awareness, a big kid, can really move. He just looks like an ideal outside linebacker for us. And it looks like we're in great shape, number 1 on his list. Now it's just a matter of time for he narrows it down to his top 3, and we could get him to come and visit, and hopefully we can get him to commit as well. So we're in great shape for at least him. It wouldn't shock me if this strong safety decided to back out, which I understand, but I like where we're at least with Clint Hall. Let's go to Sports Illustrated. We have some things to look at. Top 25 polls. Again, we are number 3 in the country, right there with my beloved Vols and Tennessee Tech. We just got to keep winning. We still got a game against Florida at the end of the season. That's going to be our biggest challenge, more than likely, just in terms of going up against a really talented roster. But we are in great shape there. Heisman Watch. This will affect us for a while, and look at that. Petty is now number 1 on the list. I never was expecting that, to be honest, especially for a true freshman quarterback, but he's putting up enough stats. He's got 2,000 yards, 21 touchdowns through half of the season. So we got another, 6 games to go. So he's well on par for 4,000 yards, 40+ touchdowns, and probably around 500 to 600 rushing yards to boot. So he had a great game against New Mexico State, as you can see by the stat line there. And he pushed Grant all the way back to number 2 on that spot. Grant had another slow game. He ended up with 2 touchdowns, but just in terms of chunk yardage, we wasn't able to get a whole lot done there. But like I said, we was able to get him in the end zone. He's still putting up incredible numbers at wide receiver. Let's go to Players of the Week. Looks like in terms of the country, Maurice Davis, a halfback from Rice, put up quite the showing. And then an outside linebacker from Houston had a pretty good game himself. So if you want to go to the Conference Players of the Week, Troy Petty got the offensive honors, and a defensive tackle for Boise State, who are 0-5. Who would have thought that? They're just having just the worst season ever. 10 tackles, 6 tackles for loss, 3 sacks, and a forced fumble. At least somebody's playing good on their team. Conference standings, there's some stuff to look at here. We are currently number 1 in the conference standings, but there's a lot left to be done. Of course, we beat New Mexico State, San Jose State. If they beat us, then they've won the tiebreaker. There's still plenty of games left to play, but still. Then you got the dreaded Fresno State team where we just struggle to play against. And if I'm not mistaken, we play them in the next game. So they're just 1 game out from us, along with Nevada. So there's just a whole lot of games left to be played. You look at our team info screen, you couldn't ask for anything better at this point. No injuries. quarterback's playing good, the offense is doing its thing, and the defense is playing great as well. Everything is right on schedule for us. Now, we can check out San Jose State. And look at this. Their top quarterback is out. At least I assume he's the top quarterback. He's leading in stats, so I assume he's the starter. They barely beat Boise. And they're going to throw it quite a bit, if I'm not mistaken. It'll be interesting to see how they handle this. But look at their defensive leaders. Looks like they got one guy leading in sacks and in interceptions. But if their quarterback is out and he's an impact guy, that really helps us. Now, one thing we can also check, and it's not looking good at this point, but Washington State, they're 2-2. Hopefully they can lose some more games and maybe we can sneak into the Pac-10. It may be somebody else. I briefly talked about this in the previous video. Oregon State is like another one that will drop probably to a 2-star program once this season's over with. They're 0-5 this year. So maybe it's them that we're going to replace. Hopefully it's this offseason. If not, hopefully it's the offseason after that. I think that is it. I think we are ready to take on San Jose State. Let's go ahead and see if anybody has any discipline issues. And it looks like that is not going to happen. So let's go ahead and get into the game. Looks like we have a night game in San Jose.
Hi, everybody. This is Brad Nessler. With me, as always, Lee Corso and Kirk Herbstreit.
That is a glitch. Look at the mountain right there. It's going right to the stadium. Good weather, though. There we go. That looks a little bit better. That may be the other end of the stadium, though. We got some good teams in our conference. They're doing their thing. We got to beat them, though. Those are good-looking uniforms. I like that color blue. Yellow accents it really well. Who are they highlighting? Big Jasmine. He's had a good season. That was a good adjustment for us moving him down the defensive end. Since Doherty's been our main middle linebacker all this time. And they are picking us to win it. So let's go to the coin toss. And they won it, and they will kick it. So we're going to get the ball first. Let's go and check out their roster. So their top quarterback is out, but it's not a big drop-off. 72 overall right behind him. Just another more or less pocket passer. I know it says balance, but he can't run the ball. Here is where I don't know what they're going to do. With Adam Ward being an impact halfback, I don't know if that means they're going to run the ball more because of him. That will create some conflict for us. I'll have to go back and forth between some man and zone and try to thwart this, but he's got 90 speed. He's a big guy, 6'2", 235 pounds. Fullback, nothing special there. They got an impact wide receiver. Actually got a pretty good receiving core in general. 82, 82, 80, 76, 78, 78. Wow, that's a really good wide receiver core for this conference. Tight end, they got an 80 and a 78. Neither one of them super fast. One of them can really catch the ball. So I'm guessing this guy may touch the ball a couple of times today, maybe. Look at their offensive line. 82, 78, 74, 68, and 82. Nothing to get super excited about there. They do run a 4-3, and it's an 80 and 68 on the ends. 88, that's a really good defensive tackle. And then a bit of a drop-off behind him, but still not terrible players. 78 and 76 behind him. Then you got the linebackers. 76, 84, an impact guy. This is the one who's leading both in interceptions and in sacks, if I'm not mistaken. So he will do some damage today. Then you got a 74 at the other outside linebacker. Corner is a big weakness. 72, then 65, and it's just a drop-off after that. Maybe we can exploit this today. They got a pretty good free safety, 84 overall with 84 speed. Not the fastest, maybe. I may go to Washington, or not Washington, but I may go to Glover to attack him some today. Or depending on one of the bigger formations we'll use, we'll have Grant on that side. Then they got an 82 overall and strong safety, 80 speed. So they're back to safeties. They're okay. They're not terrible by any means. They're in the 80s. But it's their corners that's their real weakness on defense. They got an awful kicker, just a bad punter, and that is it. So let's get into the game. We are getting the ball first. We normally don't do this. I usually prefer to get in the second half. So hopefully we'll start off with a clean drive for a touchdown. We are on the left hash. Let's start off. It's on my mind. Let's go tunnel screen. We're going zone. We will just go to our screen here. Not the best throw. I may get a touchdown, though. We'll take it. 6 points. I'm fine with that. I thought he was going to get tackled as soon as he caught it because the throw was really short. Let's see if they give us a good... See, I almost ran into one of their defenders, but that 43 has no chance against Davis. Just a great play. That's a good way to start the game. First play, 6 points. I can't tell you the last time I've done that. First play, 6 points. Screen out of the gate. So we will kick an extra point. I may have... Yes, we're going to make it. So we'll get on defense for the first time. Looks like their impact guys on the right side. We can kick it over here. Should be a really good kick. Should be a touchback. Oh, he's going to return that. One's not strong enough. That's a good tackle there. We're going to do a zone blitz. They're going to run a balanced play calling. So I'm curious to see how they're going to handle this. They may run it right here. Play action. Ooh, big play. Bad throw. Ooh, we got the ball. Scary. So great play by Moss. It was a fumble, but was able to get the ball back. So just a great play. Just got right in front of it. Well, this is as good a start as I could ask for. So we are on the 9-yard line. Let's just go curls. They're going zone nickel. We'll go to Grant or Glover here.
The Warriors with 4 receivers. He drops back, looking.
Just a bad throw. Not what we want to see there. Let's do speed option. Zone nickel here. We can go something like... maybe go to our left. Good little pitch there. Can we get in for 6 points? Good job. Good pitch by Petty. Good for Larson to finish that off. Right at the last second I got it. So that was just a good little pitch there for 6 points. Okay. 13-0 and 30 seconds into the game. So let's kick an extra point. Should be right down the middle. And we'll get back on defense and try to do the same thing we've done before. I'll kick it over to the left, just away from that impact guy, which I assume is the halfback. Looks like another strong kick. But he will return it. A good tackle there. They're going... let's go cover 2 man out of nickel. We'll do something like this, perhaps. Good catch. Going to get a first down to their impact receiver. They're going with a bigger set, it appears. We'll go cover 2 man again.
San Jose State hasn't been able to get in the end zone very often this year.
Do something like this. That's a good stop. He had nowhere to go. I think that was just the basic off-tackle play from Pro Twins. 2nd and 10. I'm going to go back to a zone blitz. I'm going to predict they will go with a pass play. I hope I'm correct on this. I'm going to control defensive tackle, though, just in case. Yep, they do decide to run it. That's a good tackle by Jasmine coming around. So it is, what, 3rd and 5? We'll go Cloud.
3rd and 5. Ball on the 43-yard line.
It wouldn't shock me if they ran it here. I would give it to their best player. Ah.
Wants to throw.
Oh my gosh, another interception by Moss. Wow, what a play. He's just playing at a different level right now. He just got right in front of it. I think the quarterback was throwing on the run. Ah, just a great play. He just stood there. So where are we? We're on the 17-yard line. What can we call? I'm going to go tight end delay. We're going zone, so we're going to do something like this.
The Warriors come out in a shotgun. Petty drops the throw. He's looking.
We'll go to Glover. Pick up 7 there.
That's a 7-yard gain.
And we are... We can go back. I'm trying to think. Let's go back to curls. Yes, they're going man at nickel.
The numbers brought to you by Old Spice Red Zone.
I'm going to... Hopefully this will...
Matters the most. Petty has
We'll do
four
something like
receivers lined up
this.
here. Petty drops back, throws off.
And we're going to pick up 6 points with Larson.
Touchdown, Hawaii.
Thankfully, they went man, and it made it a little bit easier that they went nickel. I was able to move the guy over to force that outside linebacker, I think, to cover Larson. So he had no chance. That's like a 10-yard gap there. So Larson is in the end zone twice, and we are up 20-0, and we're less than 2 minutes into the ball game. Quarterback play is awful right now for San Jose State.
Look at the Pontiac drive summary.
Our defense, we just got more talent. It's tough to work that unless you got some offensive talent on your end.
He kicks it.
This should be returnable. I guess I'm not kicking it hard enough, or the wind is getting in the way. That's a good stop, though. I'm going to go too high man here. I feel like they're throwing a little bit more than they're running it.
Back in there and throws another pick. As you know, a quarterback needs a short memory, so I really don't remember.
Ah, almost got there.
He's going left.
Open field tackle by you-know-who, by Moss. It's been his game.
Sure was. He displayed some
I'm going to go quarters out of nickel.
making it a first down.
They come out in a nickel.
Let's do something like this. Play action. Nope, they are running it.
A little juke.
It's a good call.
With a takedown.
Easy first down.
Yards there, and he's going to have a first down. Yeah, nice.
I'm going to do another zone blitz. Taking a chance on these
Operating through the holes.
because I think they're going to keep bouncing out their play calling some.
The Spartans come out in the ace formation. He might
Good sack. Ooh, a forced fumble.
picked up by one of the linemen. Can't wrap him up.
Even better. So that's an extra stat added to LaFue's
That ball.
plethora of stats that he has tacked on in his career.
The defender got
Second and forever.
knocked it out.
We'll go back to quarters out of nickel since they're going 4 wide.
Been on defense.
I'll tell you, as an offense, you've been pretty successful if you can even sniff the end zone against these guys.
I think they're going ace spread.
Look at those numbers.
He drops back. He steps up.
Good throw.
Middle. Finds his receiver.
So that was a good gain. So it's what? Ooh, somebody's hurt. Martin Hickman. That is our nickel.
Too serious.
That's the last place we need somebody to get injured is that corner.
Ending ones.
So that, I have no choice. Ooh, let's do quarters out of 3-5. We can't do nickel.
Coming up. And this
We literally don't have the corners to do it.
drive. The Spartans come out with split backs. On the ground.
Halfback draw. Good job, Al. Way to contain.
To run the ball for the
We're going to force a punt.
No, sir.
We're going to go all out block.
Power through their blocks and wham into him.
Hopefully they don't fake it.
It's
Nope,
checked
they're gonna-
down, and the punt team lines up.
Try to hold off the blocking here.
Skinner.
That's a kick and a half. Guess he's going to let that one go.
Catch.
And we're going to be in the middle of the field for the first time.
The offense ready for
I want to go
this drive. They move the ball extremely
pick the
well.
wrong one.
Possession.
Let's go cross post.
They'll
They're
settle
going man.
at the 20.
Since they're going man, let's do something like this.
Lines up in the shotgun. They'll throw on first down.
I'll just run it with Petty.
Tries to juke. They'll bring him
I probably should have dove there, but that's okay. We got the first down. We are back on the left hash. Let's go.
Ability to run the football.
Halfback angle.
Quarterback a lot of credit. He
They're
made
going man will more than likely go to somebody on the right side.
Petty is back in the gun. Petty
They're bringing everybody.
looks. Airing it out long.
Can the big guy make a play? 6 points. Wow, what a start to this game. You couldn't ask for anything better. Anything that can go right will.
This just goes to show you that there is more to playing defense.
Now, can we play like this against Fresno State? We'll see what happens there. That's a good little thumbnail right there. 20 minutes in. That's probably the one I'll use, unless something else crazy happens. So we may put in our second string in the second quarter. That we'll at least probably do it in the third quarter, unless something goofy happens in this half. We'll kick the extra point.
And he hits the PAT. And now we're going to take a look at the Pontiac drive summary.
I know this may bore some of you, but I'm sorry. You know, when you play well, you play well. If you want to get entertained, just come back for the Fresno State game, because that's always a challenge, to say the least. And this is the worst kick ever.
Kicks it off.
This will be like, yeah, just bad. That's my fault. I hit the button way too early.
And that's going to be free field position there.
My bad, my bad.
His errant kick is giving the offense a great start.
Let's go too high, man.
Absolutely. The defense
I think they're going to run it.
with major intensity to make up for that blunder.
They line up in an eye.
Let's do something like this.
They'll throw
Oh, they're going to throw it, and I just got annihilated by the tackle.
He's looking down the middle.
Good throw there. He had all data in the world to throw, and decent man beater on the post.
Not only was it good decision,
We could try a zone blitz here. Hopefully they will pass again.
just long enough for him to find his target.
And when you combine the two, it'll be a first
Let me
down
do something
9
like
out of 10
this.
times.
Toss. This quarterback play. He's wide open there, too. Somebody make a play, Oliver. Just overthrew it. What do you expect with the halfback? I don't have any expectations of him making an accurate throw.
Gain or a turnover.
They may... let's just do quarters here.
So it's second and
We'll do a middle-of-the-road play. I could see him running it. I could see him throwing it. So I'll just sit here and contain. Looks like they're going to pass.
loads it. And it's caught.
Not much room to go there, so it is what? 3rd and 9. Ooh, I guess Hickman is back. Nobody has said anything,
Ball on the 47.
and he is back. Good deal.
Nickel defense. Drops back to pass. Steps up. Looking.
Oh my gosh. Oh, you got to be kidding. What in the world's going on? Wow. I almost got the sack. I guess that's what forced the interception. But one of the best linebackers in the country, just making a great play, just got right in front of it, and it's off to the races after that. He did get caught. So where are we? We're on the 33-yard line. Let's go triangle. They're going zone, nickel. We'll stick with this, and we'll just throw it.
The Warriors come out in the ace formation. They'll throw on first down. He's looking down.
We'll go to Scruggs, pick up the first down. I threw a little too light, but that's okay. We got the yards we needed. Let's go curl read. We're going zone. Let me do something like this. They never get the middle open when I try this, but yep, still the same thing here.
He tosses it short. And it's
Not the best throw. He had to come back for it, so that is what? End of the quarter's what it is. 28-0. First quarter. If you want to know what an amazing quarter looks like, well, you just saw it right there.
so it's second and 10. Ball on the 22-yard line. And that'll be the end of the first.
Let's see if we can have a good second quarter. So where are we? We're on the 22-yard line. Let's go tight end streaks.
It's second
They're
down.
going zone. Let's see if we can just get some decent yards here from Davis.
Line up with two tight ends. He drops back. He's going right.
Good throw. Can we get the first? I didn't use the speed button on that one. I wanted to use more control. And it worked out. We are on the 11-yard line. I have an idea. It's just on my mind, so we're going to call it. We're going to go with a wide receiver revert the option play. They're going zone 4-3, so this may not work out whatsoever. Ooh, this ain't going to work out at all, is it? Let's do something like this instead.
They go with the option.
Just not a whole lot there. That's great defense all around by them. I kept it with Petty because of that play right there. That guy just destroyed my halfback. That's why I kept it. Just not a whole lot to work with. So it is 2nd and 10. Let's go halfback out. Looks like they're going man. We will go to Davis here.
The Warriors set up in the gun. Back to pass. Looks. End zone. Shakes off a tackle.
Touchdown. It's just a good throw, good catch. Everything fell into place on that one. So we're up 34-0 with a million minutes to go. Like we barely made a dent to this clock. Just a great play all around. Had to come back for a little bit, but I'm not upset over that throw whatsoever. So back to defense we go. Maybe we'll force another turnover. This isn't a bad thing, what I'm about to say, but it's starting, this game in particular is starting to feel like I'm playing 07. Just a lot of heavy momentum. CPU quarterbacks playing awful. It happens sometimes. So we will kick it off, and he's going to return this one. Uh-oh, that's a good stop, and that's a face mask. I thought he got a little face mask, and he did. It may be a 5-yarder. Ooh, 15. I'm going to do another zone blitz. It seems to be making an impact. Let's do something like this. Good pickup on the blitz. Open field tackle by Murphy. We're going 3 wide here. Let's do cover 2 man out of nickel. I thought they was going 2 wide. That's why I called this play, but apparently it didn't matter. Ooh. Ah. I didn't mean to take him over there. So they're beating our man coverage pretty easily. We can try another zone blitz.
It'll be a first down 9 out of 10 times.
1st and 10. Ball on the 37-yard line.
I can maybe get Elamimian off the edge. Wow. The guy broke 18 tackles. Almost got the first down. 2nd and 1. We can go quarters out of nickel.
2nd and 1 coming up here. Ball on the 28. San Jose State sets up with 4 receivers.
We could try something like this.
He drops back. Steps up in the pocket. He's looking.
Sack, sack, sack. I wasn't paying attention. I was just focusing on what I had to do on the left side, but we did get a 3rd and 6. I didn't even see who got the sack, to be honest. Good for them, whoever done that.
It's 3rd down and 6 to go. This is the 5th play of this drive.
I'm going to do something like this. I'm going to go to the outside.
Back to pass. He steps up, looking. Throws.
Wow, good throw. He had time to throw it.
Murphy with a takedown.
I almost got to him, but just not enough. It was actually a better catch than throw. We can go back to cover 2 high man.
1st and 10. And this is the 6th play of the drive.
Do something like this.
1-man backfield.
Make good decisions. Ah, overran it. Ooh, almost intercepted by Moss again. Wow. So 2nd and 10. I'm going to call the same play. Then we'll throw something weird at him on 3rd down if we can get there.
This is the 7th play of this drive. There's a shift by the linebacker. Ward gets the call again. Touchdown, San Jose.
That was a good drive for them. It all started with me having a terrible kick. So now it's 35-6. We'll get back on offense and try to get that touchdown back. I can. Nope, I got my volume up good. So let's get the ball back and try some other things. There's still a few plays we haven't called yet from our base scheme. Haven't had any real chances to do so, to be honest. That is going to be a flag. We're going to get on the 35 ourselves.
His errant kick has given the offense
We can go, let's do halfback tight end combo. They're going zone.
They'll go to work at the 35-yard
I
line.
guess we'll do something like this.
Lines up in the shotgun. Petty on first down. Looks. He passes it. Complete.
We get about 4 yards there, not a whole lot.
Well, coach is short.
It's doable though, so it's 2nd and 4th, and it looks like we end up getting 6. We'll go curl read again.
It'll take a lot of pressure
We're
off
going
the
zone dime. I may want to run it here, but what do we do?
Hawaii comes to the
Let's just
line
stick with
the
this.
backfield. He drops back. Short toss.
And he dropped it. So it's 3rd and 4. I'm going to do tight end delay. Ooh, they're going zone. This should be interesting.
41.
This will more than likely go to Glover unless Grant is open over the middle.
Petty drops back to pass.
And he is.
Across the middle. Sheds a tackler. And
So they had a hole over the middle. That's why I waited just enough for Grant to get open. You see right here, just a big hole right there. So that's why I have that little center beater. That's what I call it. And I'm just waiting for Glover or to Grant to get open. And he did end up being a good little throw there. And he broke a tackle to get some extra yards. So we're still on the right hash. Let's go. Back to tight end streaks.
first and 10.
We're going man this time. We'll do something like this.
Line up with 2 tight ends. Petty
Cover 1.
down first down. Throws short.
Yeah, that's good coverage. We got the yards, but that's a good defensive play. 2nd and 5.
Guy's got 100 yards
We can try a deep cross up for the first time.
Coach, I'm wondering the same
We're not exactly in the middle of the field, but we should have plenty of room to do what we want to do here.
Hawaii comes out in the shotgun. Drops back to pass.
Plenty of time to throw.
Fires a bullet out to the right.
Good catch. Ended up being a pretty good throw, but Glover's hurt. Injured his elbow.
Injury down there on the
That's going to move Grant over to the 3 spot. We're on the 8. Let's try. Let's do a speed option.
The pressure turns
We're going
up
man
in
dime.
the zone, and that's when you turn to Old Spice red zone. When
Looks like we are going to the left.
Hawaii sets up with 4 receivers. They go with the option.
And we're going to get 6 points with Petty. Let's just keep it. So that was a good drive. Unfortunately, Glover is hurt. We don't know how badly that injury is.
because there's still a lot of football.
But it's good to see Petty get in for a rushing touchdown. I don't know. He doesn't have many this year. A couple, maybe, if that. But we did get that touchdown back. So there's a minute and a half to go. We have all 3 of our timeouts.
He tacks on the extra point. So
I'm going to try to use them if we can get a stop
the score.
on this next drive.
2, San Jose State.
I'd like to score one more time
Jackson
before we go to half.
to kick this one off.
This is going over to the impact guy.
Here's the kick.
But maybe he kicked it far enough. Yes, good kick. We'll take it.
Fields it in the end zone. They
So fingers crossed, hopefully Glover's not hurt badly.
ended with a touchdown.
I'm going to do another zone blitz.
Talking it over on the sideline, trying to make some corrections. Let's see if they can stop him.
We're doing something like that. Let's do something like
The
this.
D-line shifts over. Nice play fake. He rolls left. He tosses it short. Has
Almost gets the first down.
with a
We're
takedown.
calling a timeout.
Calls a timeout.
What I may do is we'll do quarters.
2nd and 1.
So their guy's out for a couple weeks. Hate to see that.
Shot with an I formation.
Still nothing on Glover. Play action here.
Throws it to the outside. The linebacker picks
Interception. Went right to me. But a flag.
on the offense.
It's probably a holding. We will decline that and accept LeFew's second. Yes, we will decline that. And LeFew just got his second interception. So we're now back on offense. Minute 17 on their 38. So we have a lot of room to work with here. So we're going to do something like this. We can look at some matchups. We got a good matchup for Rackley or for Glover. I can try to go to Rackley if they go cover 0. And they are.
Throws it deep down.
And let's see if Rackley can get 6 points. Wow, good for him. Good for Petty. I mean, this is how the offense is supposed to work, like perfectly. Like nothing has gone wrong. So it's good to see that. Hopefully we don't use it all up when we take on Fresno in the next game. Just a perfect throw. So now we still have all 3 of our timeouts. They have a minute 12. I'm going to try to do the same thing. We're going to see if we can get another stop before half.
And he hits
And I'd like to get one more before we get to that spot. So let's try it.
49. San Jose State 7.
I'll probably go back in soft coverage again.
He kicks it.
Decent kick. He will return it.
Fields it in the end zone.
Stay back. Somebody get a stop there.
Flag down, and I'm not sure
That could be a clipping.
was thrown. Let's find out.
So it looks like we've had 5 different guys get a touchdown today so far. We'll check out the stats here in a little bit. I got them on the 8.
So clipping on the play will
I don't know if that means they are just going to try to run out clock here.
See a player's name on his jersey.
92 yards in a minute 9 is going to be pretty tough for them. They can try it.
You might not see is more playing time.
San Jose State lines up in a pro set. The counter. He's
Good broken tackle. So that's an easy first down. They did not call the timeout.
They kept it on the ground with the counter.
Should I call the timeout? I don't know. We'll see what they do on this play right here. Then I'll decide.
Do some special things.
And they're going to take their time, which is fine. We don't have to score again. We could if we wanted to, but we don't have to. So it looks like they're just going to run out clock. And I'll let them do that. Nope, they're going to throw. I hit the button too early. So it's 2nd and 4, and they got out of bounds. We'll stay in quarters.
It's 2nd down and 4 to go. Ball on their own 33. The Spartans come out in the ace formation. Drops back to pass. Across the middle.
Ow.
Has some daylight. Makes a move.
Just a bad play and a face mask. Ooh, they didn't call it.
Hard line.
So that was a big play by them. I was just way out of position.
Receiver could get it, and now they have a first down.
We'll go back to... I'm going to stay in quarters. Eventually, he's going to throw my direction again. Maybe I can get my 3rd interception. Of course, I can't take claim for a couple of those. Ooh, they're doing that. I thought they was going 4 wide.
On first down. Short
You gotta be careful.
2nd and 10.
Coverage like that.
Well, coach, I don't think it was a poor
We'll go back to 4-3.
Great reaction by the man in coverage.
one man backfield.
They are going back to this formation.
He drops back. Steps up. Looking.
Somebody got to him. I'm going to call a timeout. 3rd and 15.
Takes a timeout.
23 seconds. They may run it here.
It's 3rd down and
They may go for it. I don't know. Not really sure what they want to do here.
nickel defense. Back to pass.
And I just got destroyed.
Looks.
Somebody get him.
Goes out to the left.
Finish the play. Finish the play.
He tosses it short.
And is the clock stopping?
Loss of 3.
The clock stopped. So they're going to punt it. We're going to do the all-out block. Just everybody get out of the way. That's going to give us 16 seconds. It's actually going to be less than that once we get the ball. And it looks like Glover is back.
Punt it away.
Ooh, almost blocked. We'll fair catch that.
Signals for a fair catch. He hauls
So we got 10 seconds. Can we get down the field in 10 seconds? That's going to be tough. We can try it.
to turn this drive into another touchdown.
We're going zone. I'm not exactly in the middle of the field. So we may not have the room for this. I probably should have flipped it.
They'll throw on first down. Rolls right. Throws it to the outside.
Good throw.
Down the sideline.
Ooh, oh, about outran the guy. So 5 seconds.
Coming into the football game.
We can go ahead and try a Hail Mary.
Lighten them up.
Let's do this one. We'll call this one right here.
Catching everything.
So they're going zone.
300 yards throwing the football.
What we're going to do is... I don't think they're going to let me bring anybody over except this guy, which is fine. Since they're going zone,
Go to the air. He's rolling right. He goes.
let's see if we can get a play here. So close. Okay, 49-7, the perfect half. It's good to see one of those every once in a while.
San Jose State.
So we can check out some stats and scores. 357 total yards. 14 of 17 through the air. Just a perfect game for Petty so far. We haven't had the rush the ball much or run it. But passing 323, we only had 1 third down opportunity today. That's, you know, you're doing something right when you see that happen. Turnovers, that's the reason why things are going the way they are. Their San Jose State quarterback is just not playing well today. We could check out some individual stats. Again, 14 of 17, 5 touchdowns already for Petty, no interceptions. His QB rating is about as good as you can ask for. Wide receivers, look at all these guys. Davis, Glover, Grant, Glover doesn't have a touchdown. We could try to get him one a little bit later. We got 4 different guys with touchdowns. Davis has got 2. Grant's got 1. Larson technically has 2. Rackley has 1. If you go to rushing, Petty's got 1. So we've had about 5 different guys getting the end zone today in some shape or form. Defensively, Murphy's leading in tackles, but it's still a few show. 3 tackles, 1 for loss, a sack, 2 interceptions. It's just been his way all the way. So let's get back out of here into the game. I can let my first string play one more drive, maybe. I just haven't really decided yet, but we got to get ready for Fresno. That's the big game. It's every year. That's the bugaboo game. My goal for the Fresno game is to have a game like this. Absolutely destroy them. I do not forget the losses. I like to take revenge on those losses, but that's easier said than done. Good throw there. Pick up a first down.
I like the defense that was called. They just didn't make the play on the ball.
I will stay in quarters again.
It wasn't necessarily bad defense. The offense just executed, and the result is a first down.
He went right by me. Dang it. That's 6 points. I couldn't keep up with them. So that was a quick touchdown for them. Missed him right there. Just a good play. Oliver just wasn't fast enough to keep up with him. Well, that's not what I expected. Thankfully, we have a big lead. And that just gives our first string offense more chances to pad their stats, I guess. So that's what we'll try to do. We'll get that touchdown back. I'll give them one more drive, and I think I'll put the second string in. Because, again, we got bigger fish to fry. Good play by Glover. We are on the left hash. Let's go with... I'm going to go back to our first play of the game, that tunnel screen. We're going man here. We're going to do something like this. Larson is open. Get a first down there. We can go back to Curl Reed. Zone nickel. We'll do something like this. I'm going to leave it because I never see Grant open over the middle. He was open right there. He would have been. Almost intercepted, and it is. I'll be. He got tipped. Good defense by that blitzer. And he somehow was able to get underneath it. He got the interception. Jeez. So this is as bad as a start as you can ask for a quarter, but again, thankfully we're up 35 points. So back to defense we go. And they got great field position to boot.
San Jose State in a 4-wide set. They'll throw on first down.
Perfect timing on that throw. He cut as soon as he threw it. I'll do a zone blitz here.
First and 10. Ball on the 40.
Let's see if I can get to the quarterback.
The Spartans line up with 3 wide.
Don't run up the middle or to the left. Halfback draw. Good play call. Good stop by Neal.
Not much for the runner as he gets back to the line of scrimmage.
They went with the run right there, so I'm going to guess they're going to pass here.
So it's 2nd and 10. Ball on the 40-yard line. The defensive back's moving in closer.
We'll do something like this. Play action.
He tosses it short.
Good open field tackle. About messed that up. So that is what, 3rd and 3? Let's try. I'm going to do a fire blitz. We're going to go with a fire too. I'm going to control the middle linebacker. It's on my mind, so I'm just going to call it.
High formation here.
Play action. Moss. Wow, what a game he's had. Now, they'll probably go for it here, and they will. Ooh, what do we call? Ooh. We'll go Cloud. Probably a bad idea with 3rd and 3. If I was them, I would just run it.
One man back.
I'm going to do something like this.
Setting up the
Almost entered. Dang it. Great play, though. Good stop, so we're going to get the ball back.
stop defensively.
Yeah, they only needed a few yards.
So where are we? We're on the left hash.
Job by the defense to
I'm going to go corners. This is normally a red zone play for me, but I want to go
The 33-yard line.
with this play anyways.
Hawaii sets up with 4 receivers.
They're going one high.
Throw on first down.
Good throw to Rackley. Pick up the first.
Nice decision by the quarterback.
We are on the left hash again. Let's go. We haven't called this play yet.
Just long enough for him to
Safety
find the
attack.
target. And when you combine the two, it'll be a first
Looks like they're
down.
going man. We're going to do something like this. This will go to Rackley or to Grant. It looks like they're going cover 0.
Come out in a 2 tight end set. Petty drops back on first down.
Let's see if the big guy can get it. Short-armed it, but great catch.
With it.
That was a big-time play and a new set of downs.
It wasn't the best throw, but thankfully that guy just couldn't.
It's pretty
Oh,
cool to see a run
he was like a finger away from tapping that thing.
keeping them
So let's see if we can get a touchdown to Glover. I'm going to go screen. We're going to flip it.
Have a look at our
We're going man. This may not work. We're about to find out.
when performance matters the most. Hawaii lines up in a shotgun set. The true freshman has it.
Or we're going to get the touchdown. So he gets his touchdown on the day.
Touchdown.
So everybody, every starter, every skill position player, including our quarterback, has gotten in the end zone. That's pretty much this offense in a nutshell. So what we're going to do, I'm going to put in my second string offense for now. They're done. They have nothing else to prove. So we'll get them out. I could pad more stats if I want to, but we got way more important things coming. And I completely just shanked that kick.
Drive summary brought to you
Just an awful play on my part. I hit the button way too late. That's about the worst extra point I've ever had.
to kick this one off.
It's almost like I forgot to hit the button. Now look at this. Perfect kickoff.
Nice kick, plenty of distance.
Right what I wanted it, and he's going to return it.
Parks fields it in the end zone.
Oh, a fumble. Wow.
And they fall on the
Jeez.
ball. Takes off a tackle.
Why, what do you do? So, we will just run it in. Wow, just a lot of turnovers today for San Jose State.
Let's see if they can take this one in for 6. Larson.
Oh, I didn't get in with Larson. I need to take Larson out. Got to put Cox in. So with 2nd and 1, I'm going to run clock going forward. There's no need for us to just load up on stats and such. Our second string is in there now, so there's no point.
Matters the most.
So the next 30 minutes or so may be kind of boring, but I got to get through it. But that's okay. So we will snap it here shortly. And we're going to get in for a touchdown for Cox. Okay, 61-14. We're going to get an extra point here as long as I don't shank it like I done the last time. Wow, that first half, that was just incredible. Now I'm thinking,
And he tacks
can we just get half of that against Fresno State? That would be great. I think we can. I think we're more than capable enough to beat them. We just got to execute. Last season we didn't. At least this should stay in bounds. Nope, it's not going to. Another shank kick. Just an awful play on my part.
Well, that's one way to give up field.
That's one thing 07 through 11 has. The kick meter is just so much easier. That's why a lot of people shy away from Heisman in this game. That shouldn't be the reason why you do that. But the kick meter, I'm not going to lie, it's unforgiving. On Heisman, at least. This is going to be tough to
San Jose State
get a sack
lines up
on.
with a split backfield.
They may run to the left. Yep.
They keep it on the ground with the tailback.
Almost a face mask, but good tackle by Ward.
Yards.
I still have my first string defense in here.
2nd and 6.
I'll put my second string in the fourth quarter.
4 receivers. Drops back. Down the middle.
Good catch. Somehow they got through.
That's a nice 6
Almost got the first down. It's 3rd and inches. They're doing that. Let's just... I'll go too high man at a nickel. I could see him just handing it off.
On their own 45.
It said they was going... Ah, dang it. Don't you hate it when that happens?
The kind of running back who can make you pay when he's in the zone.
It said they was going 3 wide.
Ward gets the carry. Doherty.
So we will get the first.
Get just what he needed on that one.
My friend, that's right.
We'll go too high man again.
Short down situations.
I think what I'm going to do now is just put the second string in for everybody. It's just not... I think we've proven our point.
Back to pass.
Somebody get to him. Nope, all day to throw. Good catch. Pick up the first.
Concentration.
I like the defense that was called. They just didn't make
Let's we can do a zone blitz here. I got to stay in 4-3 the rest of the way.
First down. It's 1st and 10. This is the 5th play of this drive. San Jose
Don't have the
State
cornerbacks
second
to...
and 5. They'll throw on 1st down.
He's wide open over there.
Throws it complete.
That was just a bad play. Shouldn't have thrown to him. That's the one thing, and we've talked about this ad nauseum. I'm not a big... I'll show you. We'll go to settings. If they would have come up with a QB awareness rating of some sort, that would have made all the difference in the world. Now I got my CPU accuracy at 50%. Their accuracy is fine. That's never been the problem. Just that sometimes you wish the quarterbacks would just be smarter about what they're trying to do. But maybe it's because they're just feeling pressure and the run blocking isn't where it needs to, or pass blocking isn't where it needs to be. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But either way, you're going to have games like this where just everything goes correctly. We'll go cover 2 man.
It's 2nd down and 10 to go. And this is the 6th play of the drive. Ace backfield. Drops back to pass. And here's a quick...
Or he's going to make plays like that, where he wasn't even pressured.
decision to throw it into such tight cover.
I don't know why he done that, but he just did it. He didn't have to. We'll do quarters out of 4-3, being 3rd and long. This is a 2-down territory
For the offense.
situation for them,
Jose State comes to the line.
so they will go for this if they can't convert.
He drops back.
Wide open right there.
And it's caught. Sutil.
So that's what, 4th and 3, maybe 4th and 4.
That's not going to move the chains.
And we'll just stay in quarters again. That's fine.
The Spartans line up in an I formation.
And they may hand it off to their best player. Nope, they're going to throw it.
Steps up, looks. Short toss.
Ah, ow.
Tackle.
I was right there.
This is a pretty stressful way to put a drive together.
They did get the first down, but barely.
Hopefully they don't plan on making a living out of going for it on 4th
This
down.
should be the last play of the quarter.
1st and 2nd down.
Watch out for the man at wideout. He's feeling it right now. Ward, the ball carrier. And he laterals it.
Ah, dang it, I still can't get over there to him. Just slow.
Down. He made the tackle, but I think he got a little...
Oh, did they get face mask as well? I didn't see that.
Referee.
Face mask. That's a 5-yarder. I should have dove. And I didn't. So that is end of the 3rd quarter. 1 more to go. I'll try to make this as quick as possible,
And if they commit too many,
even though I'll still throw a little bit.
Red zone numbers. Red zone, when performance matters the most.
As you can tell, we are hurting at the corner position all the way over there. I'm pretty sure that is Glover or somebody over there who's not even supposed to be playing corner.
Zone visit resulted in a touchdown. Let's see if the defense can hold
Ah,
it this time.
went with the run.
They keep it on the ground.
It looks like he's going to get his touchdown regardless, isn't he?
I'm pretty sure they
Impact guy making a play there. 62-20.
by the running back.
They're fixing to kick an extra point.
On that one.
yeah, he showed a lot of
It would be dumb of them to go for onside kicks, but that's what they kind of do in these situations.
And he hits the PAT. This drive summary is brought to you from our good friends at Pontiac.
Hopefully I can recover this and we can run some clock. Yep, they're going to
See the most exciting play in football. The
do the onside kick. Everybody get out of the way. Have something like this happen. And Glover just get out of bounds.
Lee, when you go for an onside kick in this situation,
No doubt about it. You go for the onside.
That was a weird play. Well, no, they did do onside kick. So let's go weak off tackle.
the opportunity to score.
I don't know what
they'll take over at the
Herbstreit was thinking there. And I still got Larson in here.
Lines up with 5 defensive backs.
Get a couple yards with Larson. And guess what? Larson just got hurt.
That last play.
He shouldn't even be in there. So I'm going to stay under center the rest of the time. And that was a formation sub issue right there. Let's go dive. Hopefully Larson isn't seriously hurt.
Have done on offense so far this year.
Top offense in the country. Ooh, they're doing that. We'll go to our left.
Clinic all year long.
If I could find some hole in the B gap or something, that would be great. Nope, not the back. Nope. Just great defense. Just bad play all around. Nowhere really to go. 3rd and 12.
Fella did a heck of a job plugging up the hole where that play was.
We can try to get the first down.
Big Kirk, he doesn't plug up.
Looks like this is going to go to Glover. Unfortunately, he's still in there.
Hawaii comes out in the shotgun.
Larson is back. So thankfully the injuries haven't hurt us any this season. Like that was just a quick injury for him. He can go ahead and try.
He's looking. Over the middle.
Interception. Just got in front of it just enough. Good play by the safety.
I don't know. I don't think it's going to make much difference.
They probably went cover 3 if I'm not mistaken. I want to say this tight end was open. He could have been open. It just, you got to time it just right. But Fletcher probably could have been a first down. That's usually a decent cover 3 beater right there. It just takes a while for him to get open. So, unfortunately, we're back on defense.
San Jose State goes with the ace set here. They keep it on the ground with a 10.
Somebody get a stop and a fumble. Looks like they got the ball back.
After the fumble by the running back.
It's a good thing they can't
I can do a zone blitz.
right now.
It's 2nd down and 8 to go. Ball on the 39. They line up with split backs.
They're going to do that off tackle play again, but thankfully we got a stop.
He's gobbled up in the backfield.
And
Comes up with a good play to pull him down for a
I will go
Nice call by the
quarters.
defensive coordinator. It's like he's in their huddle sometimes.
Would love to get a stop here, but this is 2 down territory for him, so maybe somebody can get a sack and get him out of that
back to pass.
opportunity.
And it's caught. The receiver did
So they may, where are they? They're going to go for it.
Yeah, I just can't figure out why you
Let's do cover 3.
on 3rd down.
I'm going to control a defensive end.
Number 7 with 3 wide receivers. He drops back.
And I just got knocked down.
Outside.
First down.
Vincent brings him down.
Good conversion against my second string.
They don't care what down it is.
This defense can't let that happen. If you stop
We'll go
him
back
on
to
3rd down, you can't let him go for
cover
a
2 man.
like that.
Linebackers move over.
Control defensive tackle.
Ward.
And that went the wrong way.
Little shake and bake move.
Pick up a first down there.
And the halfback ripped off a nice gain there to get him the first.
Hey, this
I'll stay in cover 2 man.
see if they go to him again.
Even though they're going 4 wireless, they're going ace tight.
Look at the numbers. Brought to you by Old Spice Red Zone. When performance matters the most. San Jose State sets up with 4.
Looks like they got their second string finally in there.
Back to pass. Throws. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Little mesh play. Pretty simple. Easy man beater. So 62 to 27, they're going to get their extra point. I'd love to be able to sustain a drive a little bit to prevent them from scoring some more. But as we all know, it's our second string defense. It's giving up a lot of this stuff.
And he tacks on the extra point. Fine folks at Pontiac bringing us this summary of how that drive took place.
So let's try to get the ball back, and
Skinner will try to hit it just right so
maybe we can get a couple of first downs.
with the onside kick.
Somebody get it. Glover.
Egypt. Defense won the last battle.
I always think it's funny seeing some of those bounces
Gonna win this time.
on those kickoffs.
They'll set up.
So we'll run the ball again. They're going man nickel or man dime. That other guy's blitzing. So we're going to go to the left.
Setback. Fuller will hand it off.
Get a block there. Stay in bounds. Get a first down.
Kirk, my friend, this is exactly what you want out of your back late in the game. The ability to keep the clock moving.
Let's do a toss play to Cox.
First down.
Yeah, Lee, no question. This is the time
They're blitzing again with that nickel.
team to the finish line.
Ooh, they're doing that. Please move over to the other side. Thank you. That's what we wanted right there. Let that clock run some. It's been a while since I called basic toss. Or at least my version of it. Just let him have it. Get a first down there. Now we can go... he is gassed, so we're going to... We'll go to the gun, give him a break. Let's call P.A. Reed or go in zone nickel. I will probably leave it as is. Clock is still running, which is good. I'll probably need one more first down before this thing ends. Just stay in bounds, barely get a yard. That's fine. 2nd and 9. Is Cox still banged up a little bit? He is. We'll do P. Reed from trips. They're going man dime here, but I'm not a big fan of... What if you call... I may just end up throwing this after all. We'll go to Glover or Fritz. I would love to run it, but that defensive end scares me a little bit. And he's double teamed. Didn't mean for that to happen. So it's 3rd and 2. He is gassed. Let's go slot seams. I haven't called this play in forever. They're going man 4-3. Looks like they're going all of that. We'll go to Bess. Hopefully we can make this throw. It's not the easiest. Unless they go cover 0, then we can go to Clover over the top again. But first down. Just enough. All right, let's take a knee, and we will end this thing.
I'll tell you what, he really wanted that first down. Good determination to get it.
Is that under special team? That should be. And QB Neal. So that was a lot of fun, especially that first half. We kind of coasted in the second half. Done just enough to kind of get out of here with the win. San Jose State tried to do something in the third quarter, but it was just too late by then. We will take one more snap. And we are going to head into the next game, what, 7-0, if I'm not mistaken? But the next game is Fresno State, the big game every season. We got to beat them in order to win the conference. You know, it's been a couple seasons since we've won the conference championship. But we'll check out some stats and scores here. Ended up with 479 yards. They ended up with 381. Of course, we all know our second-string defense was out there pretty much the entire second half, which brought that up a little bit. We ended up doing just well overall. I mean, a lot of this is definitely a high turnover game. One of the very few we've seen all season. Thankfully, we won that battle, though. We can check out individual stats. Quarterback, Petty, 18 of 22, 405, ended up with 6 touchdowns. With 1 interception, that was the tip ball. That was just a great play by that defender. But Fuller looked pretty good the few times he got the throw as well. So Petty ended up with 6 touchdowns on top of 1 rushing touchdown. So he had 7 total touchdowns on the day. I haven't had that many in a while from one quarterback. But you look at the rushing again. Petty had a touchdown. Cox had a touchdown. Larson. So that's 1, 2, and 3. Then you go over here. You got 4, 5, 6, and 7. 7 different guys got to get in the end zone today in some shape or form. Just incredible. But Glover ended up with 89 yards and a touchdown. Davis had a great game. Everything he done was in the first quarter. Of course, Larson got in the end zone a couple of different ways. Grant had 127 yards and a touchdown. Rackley got in the end zone. You name it, somebody probably got in the end zone today. You look at defense. Murphy and Doherty finished with the high tackle stat, then tackles for loss. Everybody and their brothers seemed to have got a tackle for loss. Then you look at the sacks, 1 each for Neal, LeFew, and Jasmine. But it was LeFew with 2 interceptions. Moss had 2 interceptions in the first half. Just a great game by so many people today. All right, let's get out of here. And let's check out some scores in the top 25 for Week 8. Of course, we beat San Jose State. Ole Miss got destroyed by Tennessee. Oklahoma over Kansas. Florida State over North Carolina. Then you have a really good game. Virginia over Miami, 20-17. Maryland over Houston. Notre Dame got upset by Purdue. Arizona State over Washington State. That's good for us. Then you have Texas beating Colorado in a pretty wild game there. NC State over Clemson. LSU over Mississippi State. Central Michigan over Ohio. Then you have Texas Tech got beat. They are now 5-1. They got upset by Kansas State. Then USC over Oregon. Then Texas A&M over Oklahoma State. Nebraska over Baylor. Michigan State got beat by number 18 Minnesota. And number 13 Iowa beat Indiana. So come on back in our next game. We will take on Fresno State, our bugaboo of the Dynasty. Hopefully we can take care of business. They're 5-2 though. They're just having a great season. But we are too. We're number 2 in the country. We're just destroying pretty much every stat you could think of. And if we could just take care of business today, it's almost like it's a mental thing for me. I don't know. Hopefully we'll play clean. If you remember the last game we played it against them, everything that could go wrong did. Hopefully that doesn't happen with this one. I can't wait to take them on. I want to beat them by 50 if I can. I'm going to try. So come on back. We'll take on the Bulldogs, and I'll talk to you later.